like the rules.
Hello and welcome to the second episode of the Block Open House. Joining me and casting their very stylish eyes across proceedings are our block judges, Darren Palmer, Shayna Blaze and Neil Whittaker.
Great to be back again.
Oh, it was too much fun last time.
It was a lot of fun, wasn't
Yeah.
it? And we even got Darren out of the designer lair last week.
Yes. I got to go out and meet some block fans. It was really fun.
Well, you're going to have some fun tonight, Darren. This is what we've got planned for you.
Yeah.
Tonight on Open House, Darren Palmer has 3 budgets and 3 very different ways to get the look that's trending right now.
Creating the Hamptons look, it's an expensive look, but it doesn't have to be expensive.
Recently eliminated All-Star contestants Beck and George return for Doing Your Block.
Watch this. See that? See that? Look.
That's where our ex-blockheads make over a property that's up for sale. And tonight, Beck and George are tackling a one-day kitchen reno.
Kitchens and bathrooms sell houses.
I can't believe it all happened in a day.
And help the owners get their home up to date and up in value in time for auction.
Who'd like to buy it, ladies and gentlemen?
And back at the block, we get the lowdown on the story of the week, Wallpaper Gate.
Seagrass wallpaper. Why would Darren Palmer not come up with something else?
Tonight, Dee storms our studio and comes face to face with Darren Palmer, the smiling assassin. Do you think Darren has blatantly copied your room?
Am I on the copying block or the block?
She's coming in to have a civilised chat. Be afraid, Darren, be very afraid.
Shelley Craft. I'm not afraid of Dee. It'll be fine.
That's the plan, but first up, it's another round of Doing Your Block. This is where we help vendors get their property shipshape and ready for sale. And Scotty Cam has found an absolute beauty. It's a little inner-city cottage with one major problem. So who better to help them out than our favourite blockheads, Beck and George? In 2013 Sky High, Beck and George won everybody's heart by putting their heart and soul into their renovation and soldiering on despite the loss of Beck's mother. Their dedication earned them $242,000 at auction, and they returned this season only to be eliminated in the All-Stars Showdown.
We were really gutted about getting eliminated on the block. To walk away and then get another opportunity like this, we were so excited about it.
Now, this is very close to your house, isn't it?
Yeah, we're not far from here at all.
Today, their challenge is this 4-bedroom home in Footscray. It's valued at $680,000, but has one major flaw that's putting buyers off. A daggy purple kitchen.
Hello.
Come in.
Come in. Very friendly round here. They don't even know us.
Owners Jackie and Damien have just 1 week until auction.
Hello. G'day, Jackie and Damien.
How you going?
Scott,
Nice to meet
how
you.
are you? Nice to meet you. Meet Beck and George.
Hello.
Hi, Beck. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Beck.
Hi, George.
Nice
how
to
you going?
meet
Why are you selling this beautiful house?
Just time for a change.
Really?
Yep.
Bit of an upgrade.
Bit of an upgrade, hopefully. Really like a garage and a driveway, if possible.
This has always been your house.
Correct.
So I think we've decided we like the idea of a house. Well, I always wanted a house for us.
The couple is looking to buy their first home together.
It'll be our place and we can start fresh and, yeah, it'll be good.
The house is fantastic. We walked through. It's beautiful. Heritage, isn't it? It's lovely.
Lovely
Except the kitchen looks a little bit tired and old. And as you know, on the block, kitchens and bathrooms sell houses, don't they?
When we spoke to our real estate agent, he said that we should have upgraded at least the bench tops.
We saw the kitchen and the purple cabinetry.
Bench tops
Yeah,
threw me a little bit
they
too.
did look very cheap.
Normally we take about a week to do a kitchen,
It does.
but you guys are going to do this in a day.
Yeah.
We'll give it a red hot crack, I reckon.
Yeah.
Now, look, I'm flat out on the block, so I've got to go. I'm going to leave you in the capable hands of Beck and George. Couple of housekeeping things with these two guys. Beck, well, she's maintenance-free. The big fella over here, though, he's got a couple of issues. Oh, no. You've got to keep these away, like Kryptonite and Superman. Look, watch this. See? See that? Look, you got to keep the tomatoes away from him.
He gets a little twinkle in his eye when he picks up a tomato.
How would you
In the
feel?
block Sky High, Scotty tried his best to cure George of his tomato phobia.
Look at it. I can't Look at it, George. Look at it and touch it.
All right. Well, every time he says
Every
it.
time we see him, he brings it up. Let it go.
Yeah, it's all a bit surreal at the moment, so it'll be a great day, I think. Very exciting.
Well, Jackie, it's about to get better. Thanks to our mates at AMP, Beck and George have a nice budget of $10,000 to transform this space and increase its value in time for auction.
So let's get all these stools and furniture out of here first.
But if you close your
Do you really want to? No.
With the bench tops removed, Beck and George decided to retain the layout in the kitchen.
We knew that the kitchen bones were really good.
Well, the inside of the carcasses were white, so we didn't have to spend money changing that. Okay, Jackie, so what I thought was the best thing to do in this kitchen, because it was so dark, was to really lighten it up. So I've got a couple of colour samples. Something that's really, really nice besides going for a stark white is a nice grey.
Nice.
And I paired it up with the bench top, which is a new stone.
Yeah.
So it's going to be light with a little bit of texture. It'll really lift the area. And I thought paired with all the timber and the light furniture that we're going to pick for the lounge room, it will really, really lift this space. Yeah,
Perfect.
you like it?
Yeah.
Very different to what you had before.
While Jackie is happy with Beck's colour scheme in the kitchen, she is nervous about her modern lighting plan.
We can make these down lights, but I want to just put one pendant over the dining table.
We're not big fans of downlights. One of the first things that happened was the downlights came in and me and Damien go, oh downlights.
Those two downlights. Downlight, downlight, downlight.
Yeah, beautiful.
This arm's going to be massive by the end of the day. When everything was out of the room and then you saw the lights go in, you saw the kitchen cabinets getting changed, you could really see the room coming together really good. It was almost coming to life.
Look at your hand, George. You're like
a little teapot.
Wow. Love in the kitchen. It's so light, it's so different already. It's not even finished.
Everything that we'd planned and envisaged for this space was happening before our eyes. And it's when you see it come to life that you're like, wow.
We'll be able to go to the pub this afternoon.
Yeah, I'll enjoy that.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Welcome back to the Block Open House. Our fun-loving blockheads, Beck and George, are hard at work on a one-day doing-your-block makeover.
The bulb's groovy, isn't it?
Yeah, they look really funky when they're on because they're all different.
Their aim is to increase the value of Jackie and Damien's house, and the auction is just 1 week away.
Well, the house is nearly there. It just needs a few little tweaks, and I think it's a really little old house.
A really little old house.
Yeah. Nice old house.
Beck and George, they are just so beautifully infectious, aren't they?
They're totally infectious. And what Beck and George is so great at doing is like really happy spaces with really broad appeal.
Tell you what, I'd be happy with a one-day kitchen reno. That'd make me pretty happy.
Yeah.
And they're making it look so easy.
Doesn't it look easy?
Hello, by that.
By the dance,
They're
yes,
not-
the teapot.
They haven't made it yet, though.
No, they haven't, but George did say they might even have time to go to the pub after this. So we'll see how he goes a little bit later in the show. But right now, back to the block. And it has been a huge first bedroom week. 3 new teams, all locked in, which means there was 1 space left to fill. And all of our all-star couples were so hungry to get another shot at the block. But it was the Glass House Firecrackers, Dee and Daz, that made it through the elimination.
Darren and Deanne.
Up against former blockheads Beck and George and Matt and Kim, it was an extremely competitive elimination round.
Scotty turned the scoreboard around and we saw that we won by a point.
So that was really close.
We knew that it wasn't going to be a walk in the park and we knew it was going to be super tight. So we were rapt that we got on top.
Daz and Dee's exquisite room captured the judges' hearts and the win.
Beautiful.
This is one of my favourite things in all of existence, I swear to God.
The word that's going through my head with this room is seamless. It's just got a beautiful sense of calm about it, and it's incredibly inviting.
Maybe we can keep these all-stars and just boot out some of the other contestants. What do you think?
Hello.
Hey.
We're very, very excited and happy tonight because we won our spot. on the block, fair and square.
So here we come. For 10 weeks, the block, we're going to make this apartment amazing.
Well, there are 4 teams in play this week. Our newbies will come up against Dee and Darren for the first time in judging this week. That's pretty daunting.
You know, it's lucky for the newbies that it wasn't an elimination and that we couldn't choose between the newbies and the All-Stars.
Could you imagine?
So you're saying we would have 3 All-Stars and 1 newbie?
Hands down. Hands down.
Although they were eliminated, the other 2 All-Star rooms were of an incredibly high standard. And despite their disappointment, Beck and George's dreamy room won the judges over.
What a first impression this is.
It is all beautifully done. And I have to say, this is absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
What this room is saying is experience.
You know, we're obviously gutted, but I did say to Dee and Daz today that we really felt like if it wasn't us, we wanted it to be them purely because it would have been nice for them to have a happy block ending like we had.
Matt and Kim's modern twist on a retro classic also won praise from the judges.
The boudoir.
Very exotic, isn't it? Very rich, very rich.
It's got a real sense of romance about it, hasn't it? We are standing in a really good room. You know, from a design point of view, this has been beautifully done. It's been beautifully delivered.
Yeah, I'm just disappointed because we don't get to do it, you know?
Our new contestants were in awe at the standard of the All-Star rooms.
Have a look at that. If they were up against us, we'd be gone.
Jeez, it's nice.
God.
Should we copy them?
Let's copy them. This room beats us hands down. We can't be intimidated.
No, don't be intimidated at all.
I won't, don't you worry.
Roll with the punches.
I'll tell her where to go.
Good girl.
Our rookie blockheads all got a taste of the judges' talons last week. But it was Aiden and Jess who managed to snatch the win with their first bedroom.
Oh my God, it's us!
There was just half a point in it, but the Queenslanders hit the right note with the judges.
It's definitely in the zone of where I think the buyers are going to be. So that's a great start.
Well, Aiden and Jess took out the first week, so obviously some impressive elements in their room.
Yeah, it had a good feeling. There was just a nice atmosphere. And it was a combination, I guess, of the colour palette, the styling, just the feel of the room. See, it's got soul. Well, I think it has. I'm picking up on it straight away.
It's got soul. It's got probably a couple too many cushions. There were faults. The bedhead was very nice, but then all the cushioning, like, it was too much.
Having uneven cushions and different colours, you need to have some sort of structure. It was trying to make it too casual, and I think that brought them undone in their placement.
OK, Cushions 101 with Shayna Blaze. How do you dress a bed?
Well, the thing is, you've got to look at the size of the bed as well. And, you know, anything more than 3 rows is just ridiculous. And not only that, you don't need a throw at the end of the bed when you have that many cushions. So it's either about the cushions, don't do a throw, or have a couple of cushions up there and have a throw at the end that's balanced.
You certainly haven't got it all right, but it's a promising start.
We feel like we've been doing this for years. We've finally got a win.
We really feel, though, that we didn't win the room, the other guys lost it.
Despite the close scores, Josh and Charlotte's room got a mixed review from our judges.
Joshua and Charlotte, they were pretty impressive during the elimination rounds.
Yeah.
Very.
Delivery of the first bedroom, what did we think?
Not very impressive. Not at all. Do you think 21 is an impressive score?
No.
No. There's a reason for that. That side table is one of my favourite designers.
It's gorgeous.
However, I think it's too big for that corner because it pushes the bed so far this way. The choice of the table was very beautiful, but it needed a bigger space. So they were taking risks, but they were taking the wrong risks.
There was a lot to like, but unfortunately the art dominated. I have a real issue with this art and really changed the overall feel of the room. So I think that, for me, that was their big mistake.
So do you think the scores that you gave them for their first bedroom are going to give them a bit of a shake-up?
If that's not a kick in the backside, I don't know what is.
Look, I think it's a wake-up call, definitely, getting a score like that in week 1. But if you're going to have a wake-up call, this is the time to have it.
Yeah, bit deflated, but we'll grow beyond that, won't we?
We're bigger than
a 7, I think. We can do better than a 7. Shazzy, what do you reckon?
And we will. And we will.
Now, unfortunately for South Australian couple Tim and Anastasia, this just wasn't their week.
First room reveal. Hit the floor. Got bottom score. Bit pissed off about it.
That's the block.
I thought Tim and Anna's bedroom took disappointment to a whole new level.
What were you hoping to see?
Not this. Sorry, what the hell is that? Can we talk about the cat for a moment?
Sure.
Can we?
Yeah. Bring it on.
Okay, I am going to sound like bad cop, I know. And I know that that cat was put in there as a sort of lucky omen. It was given to them as a gift. They had it in there for sentimental reasons. You can't do that. We actually said to each other, is this a kid's room?
Are they going for a kid's room, or is it...
And it sent out the wrong messages. So that's something they have to remember. When they use sort of jokey pieces like that in the room, what is it saying to us as judges, and what is it potentially going to say to a buyer?
But a stuffed cat. I mean, it was a joke, a little bit light-hearted.
We don't know that.
Can't you guys have a bit of a laugh?
Well, no.
Absolutely not.
What are you doing, mate?
Laundromat lost my clothes.
Just caught you walking around there in your Dax, buddy.
Well, have a look at you, Mr. Bonds, man. Oh, cut it out.
Mate, what happened down the laundromat?
Unbelievable. Shut at 10. I was there at 10:03, waiting for me clothes. What sort of society do we live in where people lock your clothes in a laundromat?
No, they clearly could see that they were being tumbled.
Ours were definitely being tumbled.
So when you washed your clothes, did you put all of them in? Is that why you're in your underwear?
Yeah.
What are you going to do tomorrow? Where are you going to get your clothes from? What are you going to do?
Welcome back to the Block Open House, a brand new segment for you now called Get the Look. So tonight, Darren has 1 look, 1 room, 3 budgets. What are you going to do for us?
Well, tonight is the Hamptons look, and the Hamptons look is like a luxe, coastal, pretty fashionable style right now. It originated as a holiday destination for New Yorkers, particularly wealthy ones, but tonight I'm going to redo it as a budget look, mid-range, and also a bit of super luxe.
All right, let's take a look.
Okay, here's Darren's challenge. Take 1 bland room, keep the bed, then take $500 and let's see what he can do.
Creating the Hamptons look, it's an expensive look, but it doesn't have to be expensive. It's all about finding the right lines for your furniture. So things with a tapered leg, these little metal details in the drawers, that's perfect for a Hamptons look. And this one is a flat pack piece, so it's pretty inexpensive. And even little details like that adds a level of finesse. I love it when cheap things look good. It's linen, it's paisleys, it's checks, it's plaids. It doesn't have to be expensive. This isn't. If you don't have a lot of budget to play with, it's important to spend your money wisely so that you can get impact. It's not about going out and buying new things for everything. It's about working with what you've got. So these lamps, the shade's probably the wrong size and it's a kind of dated shape. It doesn't really work with our theme. But I'm going to keep these bases. I'm going to use a new shade and bring new life back into these lamps. I don't make my beds at home like this at all, ever. This is just for show. Finding inexpensive art for your walls is a bit of a problem. So what I've actually been able to do today is buy a couple of cushions, buy a couple of frames, and frame them. It is possible to do the Hamptons look on a budget. You just have to work out where to spend your money to get the most impact.
So there it is, Hamptons on a hamstring. Let's up the stakes now. Daz, you've got $1,500 to play with.
So this is a perfectly Hamptons table because it has a slightly nautical look. All those things that are slightly nautical have a place in the Hamptons look. So a white bedside table will work just as well as a black one. If you've got a little bit more money to throw around, you can layer in more pieces and focus on things like a thread count of your sheets. It adds more substance. Look for 1,000 thread count sheets. They feel nicer on the bed and they look more expensive. But let's face it, life is too short to iron your sheets. I like to iron them so that the bit that you see is nice and flat. Don't worry about the rest. Linen is actually a really great way to add colour and interest to your bed look. But white is always fresh, crisp and contemporary. This beautiful bed cover is a nautical stripe, and nautical stripes are just right for Hamptons. When you're working with stripes, it's important to consider which direction they're going to run, because if they run horizontally, they're going to push the walls apart, which makes the room feel wider. If they run vertically, it'll make the ceilings feel further away. If you're dealing with a queen-size bed, I really like to use king-size bed covers because they hang down to the side, covering the side of the mattress. It's also important to make sure that your sheets line up with the end of the bed cover. I've sort of lined it up so that the artwork is obscured by the lamp deliberately, because then you have a layering effect. So the art's not the big hero. If you've got a little bit more budget to play with, investing in items like a blanket box like this, it really adds to the Hamptons look. It's linen, it's buttoned, so it feels very sophisticated. It's great in terms of storage and has the added bonus of breaking up the end of the bed. The art of marriage. I think that's a very good one for a bedroom. Look, with books, it's important to make sure that they work together as a colour scheme and they work together as stacks. The Hamptons look doesn't have to be super expensive. You can do it on a mid-range budget just by focusing on things like the blanket box, that classic line of the bedside table, and slightly better quality linen.
OK, Darren, it's the big one. 4K. Show us what you've got.
If money's no object, you can really afford to push the boundaries with the Hamptons look and add glamour and more details and layers and more interesting pieces like this one. The detail in this side table makes it a really special piece, but it still fits in with the Hampton brief because it's working with greys, it's working with off-whites, and the patterning is the sort of thing that you would see in a really beautiful, expensive Hamptons home. When you have a bit more money to spend, you can afford to get slightly better artwork, and this is so perfect for the Hamptons look. It's a botanical, that frame is a bit colonial, it's very refined, and I just think this is fantastic. When you have a bit more money, you can invest in signature pieces like this that just create more drama. Although the Hampton style is a lot of white and greys, I'm adding in things like this gold to add some glamour. And I mean, velvet, it's tactile. These herringbones look and feel really chunky. It's all that texture and interest that really works in an interior. That's beautiful. I love this because it's a bit of relief. Like, there's lots going on the side tables, and then this is nice and simple, but it's still a traditional pattern. So it's a herringbone, but with texture instead of colour. There's not just one way to create a look. This is the Hamptons look gone luxury. So we've got velvets and golds and more drama, but it's still the right look for the Hamptons. No matter what your budget is, if you understand the look you're trying to achieve and you have some great reference and you can interpret things like patterning, colours, all of those things, and then put your own personality into it, that's when you have a winning look.
You nailed it, Mr. Palmer.
I love the fact that You not only just did it with 3 different budgets, but they were completely different looks, like the different colours, the different textures, and even like that crescendo at the end with the bedside lamps, those big, oversized industrial, because there's a lot of industrial in Hamptons. And I just thought in that beautiful brass look, it was so different that people think it always has to be one simple palette, but it's your take on it. So I'll give you a tick.
Thank you very
Might
much.
give you a 10.
I thought it was so clever that you created 3 very different looks, but they were all very obviously related. You could really see the theme working. And look, you had me at the palm trees. You know I love a palm tree.
I saw you nodding on that.
So I absolutely fell in love with the luxe one, of course.
But again, those fantastic tips of if you've got a queen-size bed, use king-size sheets. If you've got a king-size, go super king. Just adds, as you say, it covers up those details that we don't particularly want to see and just makes it feel more plush all the way through. Good work. Can't wait to see what somebody else comes up with next week.
Oh, no pressure.
Not at all.
Ouch.
You start with a 10. There's no, you can only go down from there.
10.
Did we say 10?
I did. Yeah, I'll give you a 10.
I'll give you a 10.
10.
We'll be back in just a minute.
We are the triple threat. Singing, dancing, and what's the other one?
Acting.
And acting. Someone's daughter.
Someone's son. Oh, look at each
That voice, mate. You're on fire.
You got it, girl.
down the barrel of a gun. Sit in silence. We're not gonna make it something.
Welcome back to Open House and Doing Your Block, where Beck and George have just 2 hours to finish their kitchen and living room renovation in Footscray. Owners Jackie and Damien are going to auction in 1 week and are hoping this last-minute makeover will add value to their home.
Back on the tools, we're running out of time, so putting the first row of tiles on the splashback. Once that dries, we're going to put the second row in just so it doesn't fall down and slump. It's looking great.
I knew that we absolutely had to change the furniture in the living and dining area. Rang up Valiant Hire and organised some hire furniture. They have packages where you can invest a small amount of money to hire the furniture for the whole campaign of the sale. So I've gone for white furniture with light timber just to really brighten this space with exactly how I thought the kitchen would look, so I'm happy.
Then it's just a matter of getting the layout right.
That there's fine. Yeah, like that, I think.
The couch is always this way because there's not a lot of space once you get the table in.
Well, we could put 2 of these chairs here. I think that's the perfect configuration. Yep. The chairs, the couch.
Looks good with the white sink and white tap. I like it.
I think it needs to go back.
Back to you.
That's not enough room.
No, because we've got chairs here as well.
Because you've got to put chairs in too.
Let's try that layout again.
It needs to go back. Definitely don't want to make the space feel smaller than what it is. Unless, let's move these out. Let's try the couch there, put one armchair over there. I think that's going to work better.
I agree totally. Looks good.
So I'm just trying to style the space so that when the buyer walks through, it's creating that feel of home.
I'm using a broom.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime occurrence, isn't it?
So we thought maybe just to cut up a few lines.
Yeah, nice one.
It just looks nice.
I find it hard to be able to look at something like that. For her to have that vision and for both of them to be able to do what they've done to the house is just fantastic.
So I think they don't actually look good together.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, you don't think they look good together?
No, I don't think they're
okay.
good together.
Yeah, all right. That's fine.
You don't really care what I'm saying, do you?
I do.
I do the same.
With the day almost over, everyone's pushing hard to get those finishing touches just right.
Yeah, we'll come this way. Well done, husband. I can't believe it all happened in a day.
It's been a big day.
It's been a big day.
Now when you walk in, it's bright, it's airy, it's fresh.
It's really just chilled out,
really
relaxed.
like calming.
The kitchen looks fantastic.
Yeah, it's fresh, it's modern.
Let's see if Jackie and Damien's real estate agent Chris thinks all our blockheads' hard work has added value to their property.
Hey, Chris.
How cool's this?
Hey, mate.
Amazing work, guys.
What do you think of the kitchen?
Yeah, kitchen's awesome.
Big
Love the
change.
bench tops, yeah.
Yeah.
Colour scheme's awesome, nice lights. It just looks a little bit bigger and a bit more brighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we were trying to achieve.
Hopefully put a few more dollars in their price tag.
Yeah,
when it
definitely.
comes to sale.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Ah, very good.
We can't wait to get on the phone and speak to some of the people that have shown interest here and just show them the change on, you know, what's just happened. I think they're going to be quite impressed with that.
They've got 1 week left to auction, which isn't a lot of time.
I think with auctions, it's all about the day. It's all about who's there. But with that in mind, the kitchen's it's going to make a huge difference.
I think so.
All you need is a couple of buyers. We all know that. We've seen that on the block. Sometimes it only takes 2 to tango in that case.
That's all you need is 2.
Yeah, you don't tango with 3. But 3 is good in an auction, if not more. You just need 2
the more
bidders.
the better, but you only need 2.
Looks awesome, doesn't it? It looks really good. I mean, you know, we know on the block that kitchens sell houses, and that's just the true testament of what a bit of money can do to make a big difference to your home.
Well, $680,000 was the pre-makeover valuation. It'll be interesting to see what it comes in at now.
Yeah.
And whether it sells at auction. That's all a little bit later. But right now, back at the block, it is main bathroom week. The pressure on our couples is enormous. And for our newbies, they had some pretty serious layout and fit-out decisions to make.
Main bathroom, which worries me a bit because we're not putting a bath in it.
Controversial. With a small space for their main bathroom, last week's winners, Aiden and Jess, made another controversial decision this week.
They've moved the toilet out of there so there's some more room in there, so we're going to try and make it look as large as possible. I'm not sure how the judges will feel about the layout, whether they're going to like that, whether they're going to hate that. I don't know.
We've really stepped it up a notch this week, hey? Newbies. It's palatial palace.
We always hope we have a decent chance of winning, but
Everyone's got a chance.
who knows?
You've got to be in it to win it.
Manly sweethearts Josh and Charlotte are continuing their simple pared-back style.
When you walk into the room, the left and the right walls will be rendered, and then the feature wall will kind of be the wall that you look at. And then we're going to bring it alive with the tapware.
They are coating their tapware in a brushed gunmetal for a unique look.
Our rendered walls and our tapware.
But they've been plagued with problems every step of the way.
I've had a terrible week. This has been by far the worst week. We haven't had that many weeks.
Worst week out of 2 weeks.
What are there? I should have had the screed down now, but now I'm not going to get it done till tomorrow. I'm just worried about finishing on time. Just got heaps to do. It's been the worst day. I think I should just go to bed.
And then there was the dunny drama.
Big problems for me, really, during the week were putting Tim and Anastasia's sister into my wall. I just chucked the nearest one that was there, I guess, into our wall.
We're still searching for our missing toilet.
Oh, you're joking me, aren't you? I'll put the bloody wrong one on the wall.
Josh is getting plenty of practice. He's doing everything about 2 or 3 times.
Still there, and we're using it.
Tim and Anastasia are playing it safe this week.
Bathroom's very similar to Elimination Week. We've made some tweaks to it. Last time we had lots of black and chrome, and this time we've decided to go for all black. It's quite unusual. I don't know if that's a good thing. I guess we'll find out.
Like the other new blockheads, Tim and Anastasia quickly realised they had no space for a bath.
So maybe we just scrap the bath and make the bath upstairs.
But the luxurious look they're going for gave them a few headaches.
Look, we've had problems with the tiles, we've had problems with the glue.
This tumbled marble, it's just too much weight for this glue, so we're probably going to rip this down and start again.
The marble feature wall is an absolute nightmare.
They're desperately hoping to get back in the judges' good books with their high-end design.
I think the elements that are in the bathroom itself, being the tumbled marble, the bluestone floor, I think they've been softened by a timber vanity.
Be great to win, I just don't want to be at the bottom.
Welcome back. It has been a huge week on the block for the Double Ds, taking out the All-Star Elimination Challenge and securing their place on the block.
After defeating veteran All-Stars, Dee and Daz have proved they're a force to be reckoned with.
So yeah, we want to smash it.
It was full steam ahead for Dee. She had her bathroom design locked off before lunch.
Job done. Tick, tick, tick. Rest of the week off.
But her good mood disappeared when she heard Darren Palmer had given Tim and Anastasia's room a makeover.
Oh, is Darren Palmer going to fix up my room and give me pointers?
You won. What are you talking about?
This season, our judges will be mentoring contestants throughout the build.
I'm here to help them with fundamentals, but I'm not here to help them design their house. It would be really unfair to the other couples.
After coming last with their bedroom, Tim and Anastasia had a session with Darren Palmer.
My idea was to do that sort of colour with linen.
His advice helped them rediscover their original vision for the bedroom.
I'm really happy that Anastasia's direction that she's shared with me has informed my brief, it's informed my palette.
And this is awesome.
It's a bit nice, isn't it? Grass cloth paper is one of my favourite things in all of materiality.
But when Daz and Dee got a look at the new room, they were gobsmacked.
We've got a velvet cushion, a linen bed head, linen curtains, and seagrass wallpaper.
It's exactly the same.
And the same artist. What the hell's going on? Am I on the copying block or the block?
Angry and confused, Dee went looking for answers.
Did you ask him for seagrass?
No, I showed him the pictures of what I wanted.
Which was pictures of seagrass?
Yeah.
It's not a good look for you. Why would Darren Palmer not come up with something else? I mean, it's a real compliment to me because obviously I'm doing something that he likes. I don't want to be having an issue with another judge. I have to say, I think my styling's better though.
What a cheat.
I'll give myself that.
Oh, cheeky, Dee.
Wow.
You think your styling's better than Daz's.
Did I just say that?
Darren's.
Yes. Did I miss that bit?
Well, the first time on the block open house, our contestants get to come face to face with our judges. So obviously there's been a little bit of heat this week between Dee and Darren.
No, just between Dee.
Just between Dee and Dee, because Darren hasn't been there.
This is a lovely forum from an open discussion to just talk this out.
Okay.
Go for it. What was your major concern?
Oh, look, the only concern that I had was all the things that I mentioned in that package there.
So just a few
I
things.
walked into a
The
room
bed
that
head.
looked like a different colour version of the room that I had presented the week before and won our spot on the block with, which I just thought that was strange, right down to the artwork from Chris Warren. Mine was wet 3, the one in the room was wet 5.
Optimus is my favourite gallery to go to get affordable art. So it's a great choice.
So you like the same artist?
We
That's
do.
great.
We do.
So Dee, do you think Darren has blatantly copied your room?
No, I don't. Look, I think that Darren probably... I didn't invent grass paper. I don't own that wallpaper. Of course, it's been used for many years by great designers like you guys. So, but I just thought that it is my signature thing for this series, and then to see a judge bring it and hand it on a silver platter to somebody who's my competitor, and give her that style when she was clearly struggling with finding a style of her own, was an unusual choice.
It was Anastasia's choice that she wanted to do that style. So when you're a designer, you kind of don't go in going, I'm just going to do what I want.
Of course.
You listen to your client, you get their brief, and then you deliver it in your own aesthetic. That's my aesthetic.
Yeah.
I wanted to use texture. So the grass cloth is just, I just love it. It's so beautiful and it's so South Yarra.
Yeah.
It's a common thing for me to use it.
Absolutely, I totally get that. I'm not trying to say that I should own grass paper.
No.
But I did bring it to 27 Darling Street.
Is the point.
It is beautiful,
it's really
and that's
lovely,
the reason
and
that I wanted to take it in there and do something a little bit different. It is beautiful.
I'm glad that I could deliver what Anastasia really wanted. It is tricky, though, what she does with it from this point.
Yeah, that's right.
As judges, you'd obviously be more excited than offended to see 2 apartments using similar materials, particularly for the South Yarra market.
Yeah.
Absolutely. To me, grass cloth does not make an apartment. And, you know, if you've got two couples on the block both using the same material, it does not in any way, shape or form mean that you're going to end up with two identical apartments.
No.
It just doesn't work like that. And my guess is that as you go through the competition, you and Darren and Tim and Anastasia are going to have very different aesthetics. So you're going to end up with two apartments that are totally different.
Yeah.
So there's nothing to worry about at all.
No, I totally agree with you. And I think it was just a shock to me to walk in and see a room that looks so similar, and I was like, what's going on? Is this a stitch up? What's happening?
Are we friends?
I hope so. Should we hug it out?
I hope so. Yeah, let's
Come on.
Is the heat out of this
Have you
conversation?
had a bath yet?
They smell good, always.
Oh, you do?
I do,
They
Chanel.
do smell good.
Chanel.
Yeah, great.
I might be wearing Bisley, but there's Chanel on top of it.
And I want you to feel like you can just let it go. You okay?
I'm
'Cause
absolutely
there's plenty of
fine.
chance.
Yeah, no, I'm
Go for
totally
it, I'd say.
Yeah, there's judging every week you can get cross at me for.
Oh, I'm sure I will.
I got in trouble every week, so who knows? What could happen
Might be your
next?
tendency. Might be your
Wow. How have I stayed so neutral? I'm Switzerland.
You are Switzerland.
You are Neil. You are Neil. That's all that
long
needs to
may
be
it
said.
last.
You're all nice in your own way.
And so are you, Dee. So are you, darling.
in your own way.
Is that what's called a backhanded
On that note, let's go to a break.
Welcome back to Open House. Now, earlier in the show, I sent ex-blockheads Beck and George to a house in Footscray where they did a massive one-day makeover. Well, it's auction day, and our vendors are very nervous. Let's see if Beck and George's $10,000 reno has added some value to this Footscray home.
Well, a very good afternoon to you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the public auction sale of number 28 Hope Street, West Footscray.
Jackie and Damien's house was originally valued at $680,000. Now, after Beck and George's inspired kitchen renovation, they're hoping that price will go beyond 700 grand.
Pretty nice. Yeah, it's cute.
Everybody loves it. Everybody that keeps coming through says it's fantastic. It's been a big run up to it, especially with the block thing happening. It's been really exciting. Yeah, this has been my home for 22 years, so it's a big thing.
On to the reason we're here, and it's this sensational double-fronted period home just behind me. The house itself, already renovated and extended. Got 4 bedrooms in there. That brand new kitchen that was dropped in on Monday has that for a little bonus.
Pre-renovation, we thought it was worth mid to high 6s. With the kitchen, maybe low 7 to mid 7.
Where do I see a fair and reasonable opening bid for number 28 Hope Street, West Footscray?
Oh, dear.
Oh, fingers crossed.
Really whipped you into a frenzy of bidding, haven't I? Start me where you will, ladies and gentlemen. Who'd like to buy it, ladies and gentlemen? Been quoting in excess of $660,000. Perhaps I can suggest a start. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'll kick things off with a vendor bid at $660,000. $660,000. First call at $660,000. Second call at $660,000. Third, final call.
Come on.
Take 70. I'll take 70. Welcome, sir. $670,000.
He had to work hard just to get the first bid, didn't he?
Yeah, we were a bit nervous.
We figured
we're going to stay here for another 22 years.
Once bidding started, it was fast and furious.
90. 7. I'll say 710. 710. 720,000. First, second. 730. 30. 40. 740. 745. 745. 750. 755. $760,000. First, second, third and final call.
Higher.
67.5.
7.5.
70. First call at $770,000.
You take 2.5 on that.
I will. 772.5. 75. 77.5. Or 80. What do you say? Sure? Playing for keeps now. It's serious. What do you reckon?
I'll give you 500.
500 I'll take. 775.5. 776. $776,000 for the first time of calling. $776,000 for the second time of calling. $776,000. Third and final call.
Oh, God.
$776,000. Thank you for bidding. We are selling. We are selling. We are sold. Congratulations.
Well done, Tom.
Yeah, they're really happy. The buyer's happy. She's been looking for ages, so looks like the renovation worked.
I think with Beck and George doing the kitchen, it helped enormously. It brought the price up a great deal. It was a good result, a great result. It's time to crack the champagne.
$96,000 profit. Very, very nice.
I nearly fell off my seat. It was like, oh no, I couldn't have another block auction go like that again.
I nearly damaged the seats. I was a bit like...
And I think our vendors were just a bit stunned at the end there.
Yeah.
And you get that. I mean, again, they were sitting there at the beginning, no bids coming in, looked like it might pass in for a vendor bid, and then boom, off she goes.
Wow.
I'd be pretty stunned too.
Kitchens and bathrooms, they sell houses, and tonight we've just seen that.
It's a good note to end on, but here's what's in store for next week.
Next week on Open House.
You've got the perfect couple here, winners of the block. Absolutely, yeah.
Original blockheads Phil and Amity return for a family-friendly Doing Your Block.
Get the kids falling in love with this house and then get the parents in through that.
And Phil is up to his old tricks.
Phil's really good at getting people to do the work he doesn't want to do.
Block, he's fantastic.
Open. Oh, that's really different. Oh, that's so pretty, thank you.
But will there be a fantastic result on auction day?
I'll call now for that terrible thing. An opening bidder offer, if I can, to start me away here.
Shayna Blaze lays down the design laws for choosing and styling rugs.
I've chosen this rug not only because it has impact, but I want it to be the hero. It's like putting art on the floor instead of the wall.
Keith and Dan are off the block and back on the tools in the shed.
Anyone can build what we're about to build. Well, mate, we're a team. I measure and you cut.
Beautiful.
And Aidan and Jess face the judges in the hot seat.
I'm really nervous. I feel like I'm at school or something.
Sunday night. Tools down. The week from hell comes to an end.
Doing a bathroom in a week is a challenge all in its own.
What a nightmare of a week.
As our blockheads deliver the good.
It's sophisticated, it's luxurious, but it's not over the top.
The bad.
The impact is lost, isn't it?
Totally lost.
I think it's a mistake, and I think it's probably cost them a bit of money to make that mistake too.
And the ugly. With these four teams each lining up for a shot at $10,000, hold up. Where's the big fella?
His chest was really hurting and he couldn't breathe properly. He couldn't really speak properly. And they had to wheelchair him into the ambulance.